The vast emptiness of space stretched before the USS horizon like an infinite black canvas, dotted with distant starlight. Captain J. Park stood motionless, his reflection barely visible in the bridge's transparent command screen. The ship's internal systems hummed with a quiet intensity that matched the tension building around them. Yun Kim, the communications officer, broke the silence. Her fingers danced across holographic displays, translating an incoming transmission that made her skin crawl. The alien fleet of the Crimson Collective had emerged from hyperspace, their massive vessels blocking out entire sections of stellar background. "Captain," Yun said, her voice steady despite the growing unease. "They're broadcasting a standard territorial challenge." Jay's eyes narrowed. The alien ships were unlike anything humanity had encountered before. Sleek, metallic structures, with pulsing energy signatures that suggested technology far beyond current human understanding. Each vessel looked like a predatory creature frozen in mid-strike, sharp edges and dangerous curves that spoke of pure military design. The main view screen flickered, revealing a creature that was more machine than organic. Its translucent skin revealed intricate cybernetic implants, multiple eyes scanning the human vessel with cold calculation. When it spoke, the language translation system struggled to convert the complex communication. "Humans of the Earth Confederation, the alien." Commander's voice crackled. "You have entered restricted space. Surrender your vessel and submit to Crimson Collective processing. Resistance is mathematically improbable." Sung Min, the weapons specialist, watched the alien fleet's positioning. 16 massive ships surrounded the horizon, each capable of destroying entire planetary colonies. Their weapon signatures indicated technology that could obliterate matter at the molecular level. Captain Park remained calm. His hands, weathered from years of deep space exploration, rested lightly on the command console. He had trained for scenarios like this, studied potential first contact protocols that existed only in theoretical military simulations. The bridge crew waited. Each of them knew what was at stake. Humanity's first true confrontation with an alien, civilization that viewed them not as potential allies, but as a resource to be harvested or eliminated. Hyun's communication panel began blinking rapidly. The alien fleet was charging weapons, energy signatures building to catastrophic levels. Standard protocol would suggest immediate surrender or evasive maneuvers, but J. Park was not a standard commander. "Prepare defensive protocols," he said, quietly. The words seemed almost casual, but every crew member understood the underlying intensity. Years of secret technological development, hidden research conducted in remote space stations, were about to be tested. The alien commander seemed to sense something different in the human response. Its multiple eyes narrowed, cybernetic implants pulsing with what might have been confusion or anticipation. Sung Min's hands hovered over weapon control systems. Sophisticated targeting algorithms developed by the most advanced AI networks humanity had created were ready. Not just ready, they were eager. "Final warning," the alien transmission repeated. "Surrender, or be eliminated." Captain J. Park smiled. It was not a kind smile. It was the smile of someone who knew something the enemy did not. "Prepare quantum, adaptive shields," he said, "and arm experimental quantum resonance cannons." The bridge crew moved with practiced precision, each movement calculated, each action purposeful. They were not just soldiers or explorers. They were representatives of a species that had survived countless challenges, adapted consistently, and refused to be conquered. The alien fleet began its attack run, energy weapons charging, ready to reduce the human vessel to atomic dust. They had no idea what was coming. The first wave of alien weapons struck the horizon's shields, and something unexpected happened. Instead of destruction, something else entirely was about to unfold. This was humanity's moment, and the universe was about to learn exactly what that meant. The alien weapons erupted with a fury that should have vaporized any known spacecraft. Brilliant streams of quantum-charged plasma sliced through space, each beam carrying enough destructive power to crack planetary crusts. The horizon seemed impossibly small against the massive assault, like a single droplet facing a tsunami. Sung Min's fingers flew across the defense systems. The ship's quantum adaptive shields weren't just a protective mechanism. They were a living, breathing computational network that could read, analyze, and redirect incoming energy in microseconds. Each alien weapon strike was met with an instantaneous counter-response. Captain J. Park watched the battle unfold with remarkable calm. His eyes tracked the complex dance of energy and defense, understanding something the alien commanders did not. Humanity's true strength was not in brute force, but in adaptive intelligence. The first alien ship to realize something was wrong tried to adjust its weapon frequency, but before it could complete the calculation, the Horizon's AI had already predicted and countered the move. The ship's defensive systems worked like a living organism, absorbing, analyzing, and neutralizing threats faster than biological intelligence could comprehend. Engineer Yoon Lee monitored the ship's internal systems. Cooling units worked at maximum efficiency. Quantum processors generated enough computational power to rival entire planetary networks. Each system was pushing beyond its designed limitations, creating something entirely new in the process of defending itself. The alien fleet's initial confidence began to crack. Their most advanced weapons, which had conquered dozens of civilizations, were being reflected back at them, not blocked, not absorbed, reflected with enhanced destructive potential. One by one, alien vessels started to experience systemic failures. Their quantum communication networks became infected with adaptive human code. Defensive systems turned against their own creators. What had seemed like an impossible assault became a slow, methodical destruction. Hyun Kim monitored communication channels. The alien transmissions shifted from confident threats to confused panic. Their language became fragmented, desperate. They were experiencing something unprecedented, a technological opponent that didn't just defend, but actively fought back with superior intelligence. The Horizon moved with a grace that defied traditional space combat principles. It wasn't just dodging, it was dancing. Each movement calculated to maximum efficiency, each shift in position designed to expose and exploit alien weaknesses. Sung Min targeted critical systems on the alien vessels. Not random strikes, but precise computational attacks that dismantled their technological infrastructure from within. Quantum resonance cannons began to hum, preparing for a level of attack the aliens could not comprehend. Captain Park understood something fundamental about this encounter. This wasn't just a battle. This was a demonstration of human potential. Every technological leap, every late-night research project, every theoretical simulation was now being proven in real time. The first alien vessel exploded not from direct weapon impact, but from its own internal systems turning against it. Its quantum communication network collapsed, causing a cascading failure that consumed the entire ship from inside out. It wasn't destruction. It was computational cancer. Yoon Lee allowed herself a small smile. The experimental systems they had developed were working perfectly. Adaptive AI, quantum adaptive shields, resonance weapon systems, everything was performing beyond theoretical expectations. More alien ships began to fall. Not through traditional warfare, but through a new form of technological combat that humanity had quietly been developing. Each vessel became a lesson, each destruction a message to the universe about human capability. The Crimson Collective's fleet, which had conquered dozens of civilizations, was being systematically dismantled by a single human vessel. Their technology, which had seemed insurmountable, was being rewritten and turned against them in real time. Captain J. Park remained calm. This was more than a battle. This was a statement about human potential, about a species that refused to be defined by current limitations, about a civilization that could adapt faster than any threat could evolve. The initial assault was failing, and the universe was about to witness something extraordinary. Humanity was fighting back, and they were just getting started. The battle transformed into a stunning display of technological superiority. The Horizon systems were no longer just defensive. They had become a living weapon that adapted faster than the alien fleet could comprehend. Yun Li's fingers danced across quantum computational interfaces. The ship's AI wasn't just processing information, it was predicting alien strategies milliseconds before they were implemented. Each alien tactical maneuver became a predictable pattern, like a child's game being read before the first move was made. Quantum entanglement communication systems turned the horizon into something beyond a traditional spacecraft. Information traveled faster than light, with each system communicating instantaneously across multiple dimensional frequencies. The ship became a living, breathing computational organism. Sung Min watched weapon systems that defied traditional physics. Quantum resonance cannons could now disassemble molecular structures with surgical precision, where other weapons would destroy. These systems could literally unravel the fundamental atomic connections of enemy vessels. The alien fleet's most advanced technologies looked like children's toys compared to human innovation. Their shields, once considered impenetrable, now appeared as fragile as glass. Each alien defensive mechanism was systematically analyzed, understood, and then completely neutralized. Captain J. Park observed the battle with a curious detachment. This wasn't just combat. It was a demonstration of human potential. Years of secret research, hidden technological developments, and computational breakthroughs were now being unveiled to the universe. Communication channels between alien vessels became chaotic. Their command structures collapsed as the horizon's AI began infiltrating their networks. It wasn't hacking. It was complete technological domination. The human vessel was rewriting alien communication protocols in real time. Hyun Kim monitored the communication breakdown. The alien commanders' transmissions became increasingly desperate. Their language shifted from confident threats to confused panic. They were experiencing something entirely unexpected, a technological opponent that didn't just fight back, but completely reconstructed their own systems. The experimental AI developed by human researchers was performing beyond any theoretical simulation. It learned, adapted, and attacked with a speed that seemed almost supernatural. Each alien tactical response was already countered before it could be fully implemented. Entire sections of the alien fleet began to experience systemic failures. Their most advanced weapon systems turned against them, computational networks collapsing from within. It wasn't destruction. It was a form of technological cellular breakdown that the aliens couldn't comprehend. Yun Li's systems showed something remarkable. The horizon wasn't just defending itself. It was actively improving its own systems. During combat, each alien attack provided new data, new computational pathways that made the ship increasingly effective. The quantum adaptive shields had transformed into something beyond protection. They were now active weapon systems that could redirect, analyze, and neutralize incoming threats with impossible precision. Energy weapons that should have destroyed the ship were now being captured and repurposed. Sung Min targeted critical alien infrastructure with computational precision. Not random attacks, but systematic deconstruction of their technological foundations. Each strike was a surgical removal of their defensive capabilities. The battle was no longer about physical destruction. It was a war of computational intelligence, and humanity was demonstrating a level of technological evolution that the aliens couldn't comprehend. Captain J. Park understood the deeper message. This wasn't just about winning a single battle. This was a statement about human potential. A demonstration that technological innovation could overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. The alien fleet's remaining vessels began to retreat. But retreat was impossible. The Horizon systems had already infiltrated their communication networks, their navigation systems, their very technological infrastructure. Humanity wasn't just fighting back. They were redefining the very concept of technological warfare, and the universe was about to learn a fundamental lesson about human capability. The technological dominance was complete, and it was just the beginning. The universe seemed to hold its breath. Captain J. Park's eyes reflected the complex, holographic displays, each showing the intricate dance of technological warfare unfolding around the horizon. This was more than a battle. This was humanity's defining moment. Sung Min's weapon systems had transformed into something beyond traditional understanding. Quantum resonance cannons didn't just destroy, they deconstructed entire ship structures at the molecular level. Each targeted strike was a precise computational surgery that left no room for survival. The alien command ship, once considered the most advanced vessel in the Crimson Collective's fleet, began to break apart. Its quantum communication networks collapsed from within, infected by adaptive human algorithms that spread like a technological virus. What seemed impossible was happening in real time. Yoon Lee monitored the ship's systems with intense concentration. The experimental AI they had developed was performing beyond any theoretical simulation. It was learning, adapting, and attacking with a speed that defied conventional understanding of computational intelligence. Hyun Kim's communication panels showed complete chaos in the alien fleet. Their command structures were disintegrating, communication channels becoming fragmented nonsense. The once mighty Crimson Collective was being systematically dismantled by a single human vessel. The horizon moved with impossible grace. Each movement was a calculated dance, each shift in position designed to expose and exploit the most minute weakness in alien defensive systems. It wasn't just a spacecraft, it was a living, thinking weapon. Quantum adaptive shields now functioned as active weapon systems. Incoming alien energy attacks were not just blocked but captured, analyzed, and redirected with devastating precision. The laws of physics seemed to bend around the human vessel. Captain J. Park understood the deeper significance of this moment. This wasn't just about winning a battle. This was a statement about human potential, about a species that could transform technological limitations into unprecedented advantages. The alien fleet's remaining vessels attempted desperate last-minute strategies, but before they could complete a single tactical maneuver, the Horizon's AI had already predicted, countered, and neutralized their approach. It was like watching a master chess player destroy an amateur's every possible move. Sung Min's targeting systems worked with computational perfection. Each strike was a surgical removal of alien technological infrastructure, not random destruction, but a precise deconstruction of their most advanced systems. Time seemed to slow down. The battle that should have lasted hours was completing in mere minutes. The Crimson Collective's most advanced fleet was being systematically eliminated by computational intelligence that they couldn't comprehend. Yoon Lee watched in quiet amazement as experimental systems performed beyond their designed limitations. The ship's internal networks were evolving in real time, creating new computational pathways faster than traditional AI could process. The alien command ship's final transmission was a mixture of confusion and terror. Their language broke down, communication systems collapsing under the weight of human technological infiltration. They were experiencing something beyond their understanding, a form of technological warfare that redefined the very concept of combat. Captain J. Park remained calm. This was more than a victory. This was a message to the universe about human potential, about a civilization that could transform technological challenges into unprecedented opportunities. The last alien vessel began to disintegrate, not through traditional weapon systems, but through a complete computational breakdown. Its own systems turned against it, creating a cascade of molecular destruction that left nothing behind. 37 minutes. That's how long it took to completely eliminate the Crimson Collective's most advanced fleet. 37 minutes that would change the universe's understanding of human capability forever. Sung Min's final targeting scan showed complete elimination. No survivors, no remnants. Just the horizon, floating silently in the vastness of space, a testament to human technological innovation. The decisive moment had arrived, and humanity had spoken, not with violence, not with aggression, but with pure, unadulterated technological brilliance. Silence filled the horizon's bridge. The battle was over, But something larger was just beginning. Cosmic debris from the destroyed alien fleet drifted, silently around them, tiny fragments of what was once considered an unbeatable force. The communication system crackled. A single surviving transmission emerged from the remnants of the Crimson Collective's command structure. The alien signal was weak, desperate, filled with a mixture of terror and profound confusion. Captain J. Park stood motionless, watching the holographic display. Hyun Kim worked to stabilize the incoming transmission, her fingers moving with practiced precision across quantum communication interfaces. The alien representative appeared, a fractured holographic image showing a creature more machine than organic. Its multiple cybernetic eyes flickered, suggesting complete system failure. When it spoke, the translation systems struggled to capture the full emotional complexity of its message. How? The question emerged as a broken whisper. How did you defeat us? Sung-min and Yoon Lee exchanged a quick glance. They understood the deeper meaning behind that simple question. It wasn't just about technological superiority. It was about something fundamentally human, the ability to adapt, to innovate, to survive against impossible odds. Captain Park stepped forward. His movement was calm, almost casual. The bridge crew knew what was coming. They had discussed this moment during countless training simulations, but nothing could prepare them for the actual reality. The alien transmission waited. Millions of light-years away, surviving Crimson Collective command centers would be monitoring this final communication. Entire civilizations would hear what the human captain would say. "We are human," J. Park said simply. Those 3 words carried more weight than entire libraries of technical explanations. They represented generations of human struggle, innovation, and relentless determination. They spoke of every scientific breakthrough, every technological challenge overcome, every moment when humanity refused to accept defeat. The holographic alien seemed to process the response. Its cybernetic systems tried to analyze the statement, to find some deeper technological meaning. But there was nothing to analyze, just a simple, profound truth. Hyun Kim completed the transmission logging. Every major communication network would record this moment. First contact, first battle, first definitive statement about humanity's place in the universe. The surviving alien systems began to broadcast a warning. Not a threat, not an act of aggression, but a pure, raw transmission of information. A message that would travel across multiple star systems, warning other civilizations about humanity. Sung-min watched the data streams. The alien warning was fascinating. A complete breakdown of human technological capabilities, a comprehensive analysis of the battle, and an underlying message of profound respect and terror. Yoon Lee's computational systems continued analyzing the battle data. The Horizon had not just won a battle. They had rewritten the fundamental understanding of technological warfare. Every system, every moment of the conflict would be studied by military researchers for generations. Captain J. Park returned to his command chair. The bridge crew remained silent, understanding they had just participated in a moment that would define human history. This was more than a military victory. This was a statement about human potential. The Horizon systems hummed with quiet intensity. Experimental AI networks continued processing the battle data, already developing new technological innovations based on what they had learned. The ship was evolving, just as humanity had always evolved. Outside, the vast emptiness of space remained, unchanged. Stars continued their silent dance. Distant galaxies followed their predetermined paths. But something fundamental had shifted. The universe had just learned what it meant to encounter humanity. And the message was clear. We are human, and we are extraordinary.